So often we get folks that want us to do this in heavier conditions and such, and today might be a good example. You know, pretty strong, probably 10 to 15 coming out of the northwest. We have an incoming tide, so the current's going in. You can kind of look over here on the starboard side of this 10 buoy right next to us. That thing's leaning back, and you can see hopefully you can see in the video, the amount of current that's running here right now. You know, just to keep the boat in place, you know, we're in forward gear, applying some throttle. And I'm gonna head into the marina. And folks ask, like, how do I get in? Or, you know, what do I have to look out for? Well, I'm going into the current and into the wind right now. And I'm doing that because it lets me have better control over the boat. Anytime I wanna stop the boat, I can just go back to neutral. And you can see, even though there's a strong wind and a fast current running, I'm able to control the boat really well and just inch my way into the marina. Now, when it's time to turn in, when I commit to make this turn to my port side to head in the marina, we're gonna see the boat speed up, and I'm gonna have to actually speed the boat up a little bit in order to get in there without me drifting off to my port side or to the south side here. And I'm actually gonna shoot up current and upwind, knowing that I'm gonna get blown downwind or down current and head straight into the marina. And by going upwind just a little bit, I was able to come straight down the fairway. Now, once I'm in the fairway, I do have to slow down because, you know, I've now gotten out of that strong current. There is still a current in here, and it's drifting off to my left. You can see the boat start to drift in that direction. And so I have to plan for that when it's time to turn in my slip, and I'm going in and out of gear to keep the boat going down the fairway. And when's the right time? Well, that's always hard. I'm gonna choose right now. And the neat thing is, when I do a 3-point turn into my slip, I can always adjust. See, I think I overshot. So I'm gonna wheel to my left in reverse. See if I can grab that bow back, in which I will. Now I'm getting my bow back, wheel to my right, and forward gear. And no throttle, I'm just taking it nice and easy. Real straight, forward gear. Just coming back into that slip. And I'm not hitting the throttle much. I'm choosing my direction, choosing my gear, in and out of gear. This is probably the 7th, 8th time I've shifted. Now I'm into my slip, nice and slow. Now I've actually got to stop the boat. So reverse gear, no throttle yet, maybe just a little to keep that bow off, and we're in the slip.